Hey guys, Mike with United, and I want to talk to you today about some situations you might find yourself in as far as gaining access to equipment in residential applications. The first one is going to be the attic. You might get lucky and have a home where you've got pull down stairs to your attic. That's great. Still going to be hot up there, but at least you have stairs to be able to drag your dehydrated self out in the attic. The second one is the attic with no pull down stairs. These aren't so fun because I'm a larger human being and most of these accesses are in closets. You already know which ones I'm talking about. Maybe a 12 by 12 square where you got to push something out of the way. You got to find a way to put your ladder up. And only after you put your ladder there, you now have to figure out, how am I going to get my tools up there? So if you don't have a helper and the homeowner is who knows where, you're going to have to find a way to put it up there. And by the way, when you get up there, don't put your tools on anything but a ceiling joist. If not, the homeowner is going to find your tools sitting in their bed along with all the insulation from the attic. Also, watch your step in the attics. Some attics are really nice and partially finished. Some have plywood, some don't. And you need to be able to be really good with where you're putting your feet. And if you've got blown cellulose in there, you're not going to see where ceiling joists are. Some of you might say, yeah, you will. Just look at trusses. When it's 130 degrees in an attic, I'm not analyzing the structure of a house. I'm trying to figure out where the equipment is, how I'm going to get to it, and how I'm going to get out of there real quick before I die of dehydration and heat stroke. The last one is going to be crawl spaces. Everybody loves crawl spaces. No, they don't. Some crawl spaces anymore are nice. They're sealed, they're vapor locked, and I've been in a few where they've got a little mechanics creeper down there where you can slide on your knees under the thing. If not, I recommend knee pads because very few things in life are worse than kneeling on a pebble, a screw, or an animal that's down there that you didn't see because you're running under there with a headlight and you couldn't see the snake that's underneath your kneecap. Hope it's not a copperhead or a rattlesnake. Sorry about you guys down south where you got cottonmouths and snakes with heads this big. Not all about that. Up here in the north, we don't have a lot of snakes, but we do have possums and raccoons and bats and all sorts of things that you really don't want to be in a confined space with unless they're trying to talk to you. If that's the case, you probably got some other problems you should remedy before you get to working on equipment. Crawl spaces can be a headache as well. Watch your heads. Because, I found something, bang, concussion, you're unconscious under there, and homeowner's not going to know you're unconscious under there, but the raccoon you were just talking to might. So if you can know the access you're going to have, you can better prepare for it. But a lot of times if we're getting calls, service calls, and you get out to a house, we don't really know where the equipment is unless you see the line set going upstairs. And if you do see that, steel your hearts. Because from my perspective, if I ever saw a line set going up the side of a house and into an attic, mental preparation for crawl space access into an attic, those little 12 by 12 boxes that I'm expected to, square peg through a round hole, not really working. If you have any experiences that you've had in some pretty poo-poo locations where you found yourself stuck in, maybe couldn't get out, that brings a lot of people down from grace whenever they have to call for help when it's nothing to do with the equipment, but you just need one of your helpers to pull you out of a space. I have to say that it has happened, but I'm here and don't have to do that anymore. So if you have any experiences with bad access or any funny stories about, critters you ran into, or I pulled a snake out of a condensing unit before, share those below or share them on one of our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any other questions, technical questions about equipment, or you're just sitting in your truck trying to catch your breath and you want to say hi and talk to somebody and complain a little bit, we've got references for that too. Hit up our troubleshooting inbox at troubleshooting@uri.com. We look forward to seeing you.